Alrighty, we should be live. Let's get this party started. Stream number 8, take 2. What up, meow? Appreciate you dropping by. Also, what is this? Okay, there's some artifacting going on. Alright, so Panda Dubs, what up? Why so late? The railroads tends to be late. I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah, this is gonna be take number 2 of redoing basically everything in this area. I'm gonna basically rip out everything here and redo it. Because I want it done a specific way, and I'm not going to be able to do it the way it currently is. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, but I think we can make it work. But yeah, the railroads always tends to be on the late side. Let me just double check my audios are good on everything. I don't want to have my face cam, or I don't want to have my microphone peaking, and I don't want my like headset audio peaking. So if we go here and then go here, that should be fine roughly. Maybe we take that back down to like minus 17. There we go. Try that. Alrighty. What up, Brian? Welcome to the stream, my dude. Alright. So yeah, we are going to be getting rid of pretty much all of this. So, this, all of this. I've learned a new trick that I didn't know previously, so that should help with some of the curves, rather than freehanding everything. So we are just going to adjust literally everything here, folks. Literally everything. Peak may be joining us later. Actually, speaking of, let me just go ahead and save real quick. I don't remember if I left it open for 2 of us, so let me just quickly do that. Hold that thought. Bloink. Didn't want to show you guys my password, just in case somebody decides to jump in. We might do that at some point, but not at the moment. Uh-oh. There we go. The game was struggling. All right. Let's get this party started. This is what we call a major refit. All right, that should be fine. How much money do I have? I only got $122, so I gotta be careful here. All right. So yeah, the first goal is going to be putting in a switch down here that is going to run over to there. And then we're going to pull this out as well. We're having a fire sale, baby. Everything must go. So basically, when I put this place in, like when I did most of the trek here, I had no idea what I was doing. And while I still basically have no idea what I'm doing, I have a little bit better idea of what I'm doing than I used to. So we will be trying to change as much as possible to get this all set up. Am I excited for British carriers? I am never excited for any carriers. However, it will be interesting to see if the British carriers get like skip bombers or anything interesting like that. See if they have a gimmick, or are they just going to be like bombers like everybody else has got. Currently, the only one that really has a gimmick is the Parseval with its AP bombs. So I'm wondering if anybody else is going to get a gimmick. All right, so rails. We want to do a switch left with the thing on the left here. There we go. Beautiful. All right, now this will allow us to go that way nice and easy. This will allow us to go up and around nice and easy. Okay, so what I've learned, if we just do some groundwork here, we do something like this. Go something like this. So that we have some pretty clear groundworks. This might not work out as nice as I thought it was going to, but okay. Let's demolish this section. Give ourselves plenty of room here. Okay. All right. Groundwork from here. Let's go down 1 degree. Grab this. Whoops. Groundwork. Okay. That seems to be relatively decent. What up, Ken, Shay, Nariko, Train Fan? Welcome back. Appreciate everybody dropping by. So we're going to retry this, and I apologize to everybody who stopped by last night. It was pretty rude of me to drop out the way I did, but I had a rough day yesterday, and I just wanted it to be over with, so I apologize. It's not like me to just leave on a stream like that, but I was done. I couldn't do it anymore. So hopefully you guys understand. But tonight's gonna be different. We're gonna get this done right. All right. We're gonna jump back up here. See if we can't put in some roadworks or groundworks. One bad thing about having my mic the way it is, it literally blocks my freaking keyboard, so I have to keep looking. Alright, so something like this. Actually, let's try... I don't think there's anything else there. Bring this up like 1 degree. All right. Grade from here. We can start dropping it down. How are we so high? Let's try dropping this down a little sooner. So if we go from... Crap. Alright. If we go from here down like a 2-degree slope. Like this is a massive freaking... Alright, we're going to have to do at least 3 degrees here. Maybe pull this back a little bit. Let's go from here. We will find a good spot. I don't want too much of a freaking grade. Let's go 3 degrees. Something like that. And this should be enough of a slope. Yes. That's beautiful. Something like that. That's still quite a turn here in the middle, but it should be okay. It should be okay. All right. So a lot of this is going to end up looking the same, but the main thing is we're going to be going through the bottom area here with our loop. In theory. I don't know that it's going to work as well as I hope, but I'm hoping that by the end of it we should have basically a nice oval loop that goes around the logging camp or the sawmill. And then after that, then you're going to have the outside line that goes out of the logging camp or out of the sawmill towards the logging camp, and then you have the Y coming from the main line over towards the new switch and into the loop. But the goal is to be able to do anything you need to do from here. If we need to go off to the mine using beams and stuff, I want to have a line set up that I can easily leave here and go over to that side of the map. You know what I'm saying? Rather than coming up and reversing or going up to the switch and reversing a certain way. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to avoid. So I want to have a nice closed loop in here that can just be forever looped. Or you can literally pull out of here, merge onto that line, and head the other direction. That's the goal. Whether or not I can make this work, I don't know. Again, I am not the best at this game. Anybody with a brain can see that. But I have a good, solid plan. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off. So, like, here's the thing. If we get rid of... let's see. That's still going to have to go up that direction. We're going to basically be needing a... how are we going to do this? I think we pulled this in too tight, first of all. Think we pulled this in just too tight. So basically, we're going to come out of here. Groundwork, constant grade. We're going to come up this direction. If we use the left alt, I guess that doesn't work. But anyway, we want to come off of this relatively straight. Whoops, wrong button. See, if we don't do a grade, it's a little too much. It's not quite high enough. So we need to do like a 1% grade, or maybe not 1%. Maybe we can get away with something a little less than 1%. Let's try, I don't know, a 50 or a 0.5% grade. Is that going to cause an issue? Yes, it is. Alright, demolish that then. Let's try G. Drop it down. Something like that. There we go. That hopefully fixes that issue. Alright, so... Man, this is the hard part. Like, in my head... I think I'm going about this wrong. Rather than try to fancify a loop here... Hold that thought. Rather than, I just think I'm going too complex. I don't need to overthink this. Alright, we'll leave that in there. That is going to be a switch, but it's going to link up somewhere over here. Okay? We definitely are going to need a switch to go that direction and that direction. So we will try that. So let's go ahead and do this. Groundwork here. Forget what grade this needs to be, but it's pretty substantial. So let's go from here. All right, let's go up 3 degrees. Four degrees. That looks better. So it's like a 4-degree grade. Alright, and from here we should be able to level out. That's not the button I wanted. What up, King Swag? Welcome back. Bill Dozer, I see you. Shrimp. Stephen Cooper, how's it going? Ken. Jonathan Simpson in the house. Jason. Sorry if I miss you guys. Trying to catch everybody. Tavon, I see you. What up? Appreciate everybody dropping by. Alright, so let's take that up 1 degree, 2 degrees. That seems to be okay. Alright. Groundwork. Man, you love it when a plan comes together. I actually made that pretty well perfect as far as that goes. Alright, so we will still have the switch here that goes that direction. So we're going to have, I guess it would be a switch right with the thing over there. So we're going to have this somewhere back here, roughly. We can adjust everything as needed, but something like that. That'll allow us... I gotta pull that back further. I gotta pull it back further. It's hard to see that freaking groundwork. Alright, so let's go switch right. Something like this. Is that right? That seems right. Alright. Let's go ahead and go with groundwork, because we are going to have to pull that across. Just a little bit. Alright, there we go. That way we have even groundwork there. So yeah, this is going to be where the switch is, which should allow for a pretty smooth corner down there. Should allow for a pretty smooth corner this way. And then we're going to have a switch. Alright, so we got to figure out this switch first. It's going to be a switch left. Something along those lines. which should allow an easy hookup to that. We can knock that back a little ways just so we get a nice corner out of here. This should also allow for a decent corner that direction. This is going to be a little bit of a tricky one to do, so we're going to have to probably do some groundwork to extend the width of this. I think this was a 4 or 3 degree. I think it was 4. I think it's actually 5 degrees. How's that look? Alright. And that should allow us a little further on this corner. Still don't think that's enough. I think I need to step that over even further. Alright. Grade work from here. Something like that. There we go. That should allow us to turn that corner relatively easily. In fact, we might as well start with this. So the goal here is to try to make these corners decent. And of course, I've got no freaking thing, so let's try this again. Alright, so we need to go with like 15 degrees, so let's go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Click left, or yeah, we click left Alt. And then it should automatically turn for us. No. Why'd it go wonky? So this is the game changer that I found. Like this is how we figured it out. So if we go here, God, why is it? I just want my freaking thank you. All right, so if we go here and we go with the 15 degree corner, right? And then we hit the left Alt. This should set that as the degree. And it should automatically turn this and keep it at a 15 degree constant turn. In theory. Even though sometimes it gets a little wonky. That's the goal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Lock it in. It does get a little bit wonky. But it does make a nice smooth track. And that's what we're after. Now that I figured that out, I feel like I'm cheating. Alright, we are going to need some more grading though. So let's pull through here. Let's go up a little bit. Let's go down. All right. So now I need to try to bring this switch track over at a decent turn. So we're going to do the same thing, basically. We're going to go here. We're going to set it up for a 15-degree corner. Okay. We're going to lock it in. Only problem is it gets freaking stuck occasionally. So that is definitely something wrong with the like auto curve radius or whatever. Because I thought it was just the planks or like the decking, the deck rail, but it's not. It does the same thing here when you use it for this. Come on. Find a spot, please. All right. Trying to get these to connect at a 15-degree corner each is a little bit of a hassle, but I think it'll be worth it. Okay, how's that look? That looks good. Looks real good, actually. Now, I've got a long ways to make up from one side to the other, unfortunately. This might actually be something I have to do a little bit more than 15 degrees. So let's get rid of that. Let's try like I don't know. We'll try 20 degrees. 20 degrees is a pretty steep corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And lock it in. Later, Train. Appreciate you dropping by, dude. Come on. Put it down. Thank you much. Come on. Put it down. Come on, game. Oh, and it clicks it right as I freaking clicked off of it. Alright. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Something like that. Alt click. Man, it really doesn't like you to use the auto curve tool. But this is a lot closer to what we actually need, so that's good news. And then I think I'll just freehand the rest, because that's a pretty solid corner coming off of that switch. We got a pretty solid corner here. So let's just freehand the rest. Also, we can lock it in at 0 so that we make it straight. Of course, I say that. We actually don't want it to be straight necessarily. So just a nice flow this direction a little further. All right. And that is the single nicest freaking flowing corners I have ever done in my existence in this game. Let's just be real right now. Like, look at that. 20 degrees is a bit of a sharp corner, but the locos should be able to maintain it. No problem. That should not be too steep. We've had much steeper corners down here at that intersection. So I'm fairly confident we'll be fine here. But it does look pretty good. What do I think about this Drago? I like this game. I really enjoy this game. It's a fun game in the terms of it makes you think a lot. Like, it really does make you think. This one I'm probably just going to freehand because it's such a short distance. So we can pretty much freehand this. And still end up with a pretty solid, decent looking track. Let's pull that back one. There we go. Nice and solid. Like I said, not bad. Not crazy, but not too shabby, I don't think. And now we got to make the corner going to the left. We're going to use the tool for this. Again, we're going to be going like 20 degrees. Again, I have no freaking thing. Let's try this again. Come on. Give me my freaking UI, please. There we go. We're going to go 20 degrees this direction. Up. We need to go the other direction. We need the Y. Need the Y, guys. Alright, so we want 20 degrees this direction. Negative 20. And toggle that in. That looks okay. Same thing. Another 20 degrees. At least I figured out how to use the freaking tool here. I didn't know about the whole left alt. Even though it says it right there, toggle curve radius. I didn't realize that you actually had to toggle it. I thought it was automatic, but it isn't. Come on. Place the freaking track. Plays the track, please. Game. Alright, well, if that's how you want to be. If that's how you want to be, game. Please place the track. Hey, it placed it. Alright. From here, let's just go ahead and do a straight piece, basically. See, the other side of this is I don't want to end up too far away from that, so let's hope this is close enough. I feel like this is too far. Alright, let's pull this back. This is going to be a sharper corner. And it fucking deletes the goddamn grading. Ugh! I hate that. I really hate that. Like, that drives me bonkers, man. Alright, so we're coming from here. Okay. I don't like it. I don't know. It should be okay, hopefully. But clearly we're going to need a little bit more of a turn here. So I guess we'll try 25. So, minus 25%. Rails. Minus 25. Toggle. Come on, game. Work with me a little bit. Please. There we go. I don't know, maybe it's something to do with the fact that there's no grading here. Let's try that. That's not what I wanted at all. Try that. Maybe that'll help. And now I've got no freaking... Come on. You know what? I think we're just going to freehand this corner. I'm tired of playing with it. Alright, that looks fine. We've got a 25-degree corner coming off of here. And then it flattens out a little bit towards the end. Alright, let's go rails again. Alt. Want this to go right there. Trying to get super straight rails sucks. Because what looks like it's straight to me clearly isn't. So maybe we do something like this. Dang it. All right. I think that looks pretty good. It's actually like going away from like here. All right. Why is that? Dude, I am either on a freaking, like, maybe I'm standing on my, like, 1 foot a little too hard or what, but I am off. We had this issue last night, too. Or not last night, night before when we were working in the other thing. It's like, it looks straight to me until I look at it from a distance. So maybe I just need to try to look at it from back here. Do something like that. And then left alt. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just need to look at it from a further back distance. Because that seems to be working a little better. Alright. That's better. I like this. This is close enough that we're not going to lose any logs. We should be good. So this switch is done. Alright. So now the next part is, how do I integrate this into that, right? That's the hard part. How do I integrate that over there into this beautiful thing that I created? And the answer is, of course, with another switch. And I feel like the switch needs to be basically in here. Somewhere in this neighborhood. And of course I managed to delete the freaking groundwork once again because I am a professional gamer. So we'll do something like that. Later, Jason. Appreciate you dropping by the stream, dude. Alright, so switch to the right. That's definitely not correct. Let's try maybe drop that back a link and freehand a little bit of rail to get it turned in a little bit. This is going to ruin my nice flowing corners that I had. What is that, game? I hate that. Hate when that happens. It's like, ah, he's turning to the right. Clearly, he wants to go left. Game. Ah, there's like a freaking glitch piece of track right there. That makes sense. Alright, let's do something like that. How's that look? It's a bit sharp, but it should do. It should do. Alright. So, switch to the right. Connect here. Demolish this. Still need that to come in a little bit. So let's try a little bit more. Alright, now let's try the switch to the right. Something like that. That looks a little better. That I think we can work with. Is this floating? Nah, it's not floating, but it is a little weird. So we want to come from here. Down. Boom. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. Alright, so now we need to bring this off of here. I feel like we're literally in the exact same place we tried to do this last night. Okay. I feel like we're in the exact same place that we tried to do this last night. Alright, let's go rails. 3-inch. I hate the fact that the rail doesn't follow the grade. It like floats. Like the switch. Not gonna lie, it's kind of frustrating. Maybe we can remedy this somehow. I don't think so, though. I think this is probably about as good as we're gonna get down here. So we just got to try to make this work somehow. Somehow. Alright, so if we just try 3-foot rail. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Lock that in. God, I hate that. I hate that freaking... I hate everything about that. Alright, how can we redo this? I mean, clearly the switch needs to be placed, like, on a little flatter ground. Because this is going uphill. Maybe I can freehand place the switch. And get it to follow the terrain a little bit better. Something like that. Is that better? That seems to be better. Okay. And we should be able to just hook this up. Boom. We hook this up. Let's pull this back a hair. I feel like we can connect it better, like back there. It's a little straighter. So we don't end up with like a drunken monkey track like Peak does. There we go. There we go. It's got a little bit of a... let's try it. Try it again. Like, I feel like we should be able to connect this relatively straight here. Come on. That's better. I like that much better. Okay. Now. Again, we need to bring this off. But we also need groundwork. And this is, again, this is the part where I wish that they would have, like, groundwork done a specific, like, done where you could select widths. Because on, like, stuff like this, I want it all to be the same height. But it's going to be impossible. Because they're all in different locations. How's that look? That causes a little bit of cancer. Not gonna lie. All right. You see what I'm saying about it being uneven, though? I hope that that doesn't cause me issues, but I feel like it's going to. It just depends on what sections the freaking track ends up going over anyway. Hopefully it doesn't cause enough of an issue anyway. Groundwork. Again. Alright, let's see if we can't turn this corner now. Again, this is going to be jank as hell to try to go up around this freaking groundwork, but I don't see any other way really to make it, you know, decent. So let's try it. So we want to go... Let's go with a 30-degree corner. This is like as sharp as you could possibly get here. You don't want to go any sharper than this. It actually doesn't look too bad on the track side of things. Okay. Well, let's get rid of this tree, because screw this tree. And this tree. And this tree in particular. And this tree. This tree decided it didn't want to get screwed, but it gets screwed either way. You're not exempt, sir. Alright, let's try another path here. Something... Oops. Wrong tool. Okay. Something like that. I think we may have to make some adjustments, Chet. But we're going to keep trying. Alright. G. Rails. Again. Can I please have my freaking UI back? Thank you. $30. Yeah, trying to get a 30-degree corner, definitely not easy. Also, there's a dip in the track that I'm going to have to try to get rid of. Still causes a jank spot right there. Hmm. How can we get this to work out, chat? Maybe something this way? Will this help? Because that would at least keep it level here, right? For the most part. I mean, we're literally grabbing the grade. It's doing the same thing, just the other direction. All right, let's see. Let's try to get back in here and do another 30 degrees. Lock it in. Okay, it's not too bad. We're gonna need this to come back. Also, feel like we're gonna have to change this, but we'll see. We'll see. Dude, these corners are a lot bigger than you expect them to be. That's for sure. You need a lot of room for... This is a tight corner, and it's still... Look how much distance it's covering. And of course, it gets all funky right here at the end. Which we could pull back a little bit and probably fix. Oh, man. This sucks. If we delete that. So this would be one of those situations where I would love to be able to like build an overpass or an underpass, something like that. It would make it so much easier because then this line could literally just come up over top and drop down in. We could like just go from here. You know what I mean? And we could drop this line down in rather than trying to stay on a grade. I need to use the variable grade more. Still a bump, isn't it? Dude, there's just no easy way to do this. Okay, let's hold that there. Because up to that point, it seems pretty fine. Okay, so let's try coming from here. Yo, XP Machine coming in with a $3 New Zealand super sticker. Much appreciated, dude. Welcome to the chat. Alright, so that seems to be working a little better, going down the hill this way. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than what we were getting. So I will say that. So if we can continue that, maybe we can make this happen. I feel like that's still stepping off of there. Let's just try this again. Pull this back. I feel like these are okay. And then we can do the rest with these. Remember, we can cover all this stuff up later. The goal is to try to make something actually look decent and function. So that actually made it worse because that's stepping up to this height. We don't really have a choice because we're starting from up here anyway. Just get rid of those. Get rid of this. I feel like that's the actual switch. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Now let's see what we can do about trying to make this work all at one time. I think it's a 3 degrees. Yeah, I think it's 3 degrees. So we pull that all the way down there. Sorry if I'm not being too entertaining, guys. I'm trying to concentrate and actually get this right. So I do apologize. Sad part is I could do this area so much easier, but there's a specific thing that I'm trying to do, and that's what's making it hard. Like, it isn't that this area is that difficult. It's that the thing that I'm trying to do is a gigantic pain in the necks, unfortunately. But the only way I've seen, or I've been able to get this grade even somewhat decent, is to do this. Basically start at the exact same position and just kind of pie your way across. And hope for the best. The obvious downside is that this is not going to really help me at all connecting this up. Just trying to get the ground level so that I can work on it. Or at least even. Alright. Now I need a groundwork from here to step us down. What did that link onto? Like sometimes I worry about this thing. Alright, so groundwork from here. Okay, something like that. Try the variable grade. I feel like we're literally just doing this in circles. Come on, man. Think, Spartan. Think! I need a Jimmy Neutron moment, guys. Alright, so if we come on here and we start this off. Yeah, I think that's too sharp. Let's try a 40-degree corner. Okay, and then we grab groundwork from here down. Something like that. Come on. I feel like we're closer now than we've ever been. That's not that bad. It does drop down right there, but I think that'll even be okay. Hopefully. I think that'll be okay. Alright. Let's go back. Click on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This again is a pretty sharp corner, but again, I'm fairly confident our corners back there at the switch are tighter than this. But they work fine. Just got to take them easy. Or at least in the big boy, you have to take it easy. Alright, let's try to make this a little wider. Because we're going to need it. Did we select... Let's make sure we grab the variable grade so that I don't have to keep getting out of it. I need to use this more often. Hate when that happens. But it's fine. Alright, let's try to make another one. Rock wall is easy. You say it's already too sharp for cars, but I don't know, man. Like I said, those corners back there are much sharper than these, and we take the cars over them, no problem. That ended up way worse. Did I end up grabbing from a different spot than I normally do? I must have. grab from here. 3 degrees. Always having fun, Kabuki. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I believe Kabuki is one of the developers. So if you have any questions about the game, now would be a good time. Welcome to the stream, Kabuki. Appreciate you dropping in, man. I believe you're one of the 3D artists, if I remember correctly. Try to remember everything from the stream the other day with Peak. I am struggling, to say the least. I am not artistic. I am not the most engineer person in the world. So, yeah, I ride the struggle bus on this game. But I still enjoy the crap out of it. I'm making this much more complex than it should be. But I think it'll pay off in the end, if I can ever get it finished. Nariko's already starting. Oh. Hey, the Spartan space program's back in, sending trees to space since 2021. I'm no con gaming. I'm no, no fancy YouTuber. I am struggling. But, my sheer willpower will be unmatched. Right, so that's something I've been using more of. I've also been using the actual, curve tool, which has helped today. I didn't realize you had to hit the left Alt key to get that to start working, but it is actually working. But yeah, I'm trying to get this corner in, and then I can bring this track down beside it, because I've got a switch down at the bottom for him. But, yeah. It's not quite gone as smoothly as I would have hoped. But overall, it's not that bad. Alright. Let's go from there. Okay. And then I can just fill in the blanks here, hopefully. Whoops. I think once I actually finish this, it'll actually look decent. I just gotta get to the point where I'm actually finishing it. And then some of this, once I get this actual track laid, some of this will be removed. But gotta finish it off first. Alright, let's go here, groundwork, variable. Alright, let's see if we can finish this part. Rails. I will say one of the frustrating things is the UI that keeps glitching out and deciding not to show up half the time. I'm sure that's a bug you guys are working on. Depending on the locomotive you use, any curve tighter than 30 degrees will derail something. Ouch. Yeah, I don't want to use a 40-degree corner, but I don't really have a choice. And like I said, so far, like, I don't think this is going to be too bad. I know you say anything tighter than 30 degrees will derail something. But back here at the beginning, over here at our other track, I'm fairly confident we had it tighter than that, and I haven't had any issues there derailing. So, I mean, I'll go look at this real quick for reference, but I'm fairly confident. Of course, it was all free-handed because I couldn't get the curve tool to work back then. But this is a triangle intersection that we put up, or a diamond, whatever you want to call it. A Y intersection that I put up. And I haven't had any issues out of this. You can see how tight this is. I'm fairly confident this is tighter than 30 degrees. And this is definitely tighter than what we currently have going. But we don't derail around that. You just slow down and take it easy, and it's fine. So I'm hoping the same will be for this, because, again, this isn't a high-speed rail section, the switch that I'm putting in. This is mainly for being able to change from here and going off towards the smeltery and the iron mine, that direction, from leaving with beams and stuff. That's the goal. I figure once we get it done, it should work okay. But it's the getting it done part that's been the struggle part. Like, trying to put this switch in particular has been an absolute gigantic pain in my backside. But I think we finally got it set to where it's actually going to work. I'm just going to freehand a section here. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to change this switch because we didn't quite do what I was thinking we were going to do with that switch. So, this switch might be better served being a right. So, if we get rid of this, and then we go with a switch right. That's not going to work. Rails switch right with it on that side. There we go. If we do this, now this can hook up here, and then the right side will go off that way. I think that'll work. I say that with literally no confidence that it's actually going to work. I'm just hoping. And again, we can move this back to where we need it. Now that we have an idea of what we've got, that's a much more doable corner. Not gonna lie, the curve tool, now that I've figured out how to use it, is kind of nice. The only issue with the curve tool that I've had is the fact that it doesn't always let you place the thing. So now we've got that connected up. Finally. And I think that'll be okay. And then we need to connect this up down there as well. So, yeah, it's going to be one of those. So let's try rail. The Curse 70, aka the Class 70, yeah. The DRG is actually the only one that I have that's bigger. Currently, we have the Porter and the DRG, or D&RG, and honestly, the D&RG came through that corner that I just showed you, no problem. All right. All right, how's that look? I don't think that looks too bad. I don't think that looks bad at all. Again, I know this is really tight, but I'm hoping that we can get away with it. If we just take it nice and easy through here, I'm hoping we can get away with this. That's the goal. We'll have to test it. That's the only way we can test it. So we'll try. So that's done. We have that set up. That's currently switched to go that direction. This switch is currently facing inwards. So this would take us on the inside loop so we can test this. So that's good. Now the fun part is, I think I'm going to actually leave all this. We may do something to like blend it. So if we go like this to try to like blend it in, I think that could look okay. So that it's just not so sharp. And then we could do the same thing here. Where we just kind of do something like this. Up, up, up. Beautiful. It's a little artifacty there, but I ain't too worried about it. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm more of a, if it works, I'm good with it sort of guy. I'm not gonna lie. Clearly, I'm not a perfectionist. All right. So we've got that. We've got that section. Now we need to redo this section in the back here, behind the locomotive. So I guess now would be a good time to pull this locomotive forward. Yo, Beast Tex, welcome to the members, my dude. Welcome to the Spartiates. Newest member on the channel, much appreciated. Yeah, we're actually needing firewood. So let's do that while I'm thinking about it. I feel like it's not working. Dang it. I'm trying to cheese it. I think that's actually working. Oh god. Oh god. There it is. There we go. Not gonna lie, once they add the fact that there's no more like infinite firewood by clicking the air, I'm probably gonna be screwed. Because I misuse this a lot. Alright, there we go. We'll fill the boiler up real quick. Alright, release the brake. Let's get her moving. Time to test the track. And again, this is not a high-speed track, so I'm not going to be going super fast. I just want to see if these cars will go through this. Little bit of a jank spot there. Oh no! Brake. I forgot to check this switch. That would have been bad. There we go. Oh. Whoopsie. There you have it. The new section is tested and works as intended. That is the end of the line, though, so we're going to have to stop the track. All right. Also, Kabuki, while we have you here, I don't know if this is a known bug, but if you try to go out there and get on those logs, you get stuck, and you have to respawn. So, just as a heads up. Hopefully everybody doesn't drive you too crazy, but we all enjoy the game, man. I'm not gonna lie, there's been a lot of us that have been really excited about this game. I have streamed this game more in the last 2 weeks of actually, like, since I've gotten the game, than I've streamed any other game. Like, no lie. I really enjoy this game. Alright, so this actually isn't bad over here. But I just think that we could do it better with the curve tool, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And of course our UI is missing. Come on, curve tool. There you go. Alright, so we want to keep this at like a 30-degree corner, I believe. Lock that in. Oh no! It got me. It caught me spam clicking. Alright, rails. Don't swim in the log pond. Why not? Sometimes it's fun to swim in the log pond. I just wanted, I jumped out there to see if we could actually jump on the logs because, I mean, photo opportunity. But, yeah, it didn't quite work out in my favor. And because when you click the respawn button, it respawns you all the way back at the beginning. It, yeah, definitely was not the best idea. Come on. I trust you. Come on. Click. Click, game. Click. Thank you. I think it got wonky on me. The grading right here isn't the greatest. Go figure. Oops. Alright. Let's go back. Let's do 25 degrees. Lock it in. Come on. That's what I thought. There's a dip. There's a dip. The game got me. Oh, and I just deleted that grading. Oh, good lord. I have a way of just screwing everything up. I'm not gonna lie. The amount of times that I click on the grading wrong is pretty impressive. So much for my nice corner. I just need to redo it. Hold that thought. Alright, let's grab some groundwork. Boom. From here. Something like that. Come on. Come on. We believe in you, game. Can I have my UI back, please? Hey, while I have you here, one of the things that I was going to ask you is there any chance that we could get a like a wider groundworks or an option to adjust the width of the groundworks? That would be amazing. Trying to think, like, when you're laying the groundworks, let's see if it actually shows. It's not going to show it. Where's my UI game? Please. I want to show something. You're just not going to show me, are you, game? You're just going to keep my UI locked in a cage forever because I have an idea that I'm trying to explain. Yes, see? Okay, so I'm not alone on that. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully that'll be something that we can do at some point. And, I mean, even if it's just a different set of keys to bind, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Just something that you can adjust the width of your groundwork. That would be amazing. And that would also help on, like, bridges and stuff that you could easily lay, like, a bridge that's twice as wide as normal, and then you could run dual tracks down the same set of bridge, so you only have to build the bridge one time, and they are the same. You know what I mean? Just an idea. Just an idea. I am but a humble gamer. I know nothing. All right, so now that we're back over here, we need to add the other switch that's going to go off in that direction, which I believe we've already laid the groundwork for. Maybe I'm wrong. I know I started to do this last episode before I just gave up for the night. So, where do we want this switch? Well, we're going to be coming out of there, so we kind of want it in this direction. It's going to be a switch left, something like this. For sure. No, we're going to have to change that a little bit. Change it a little bit. Alright, so switch left. Oh god, that is not the... Oh no, I've ruined it. I've ruined it. Switch left. That looks about right. Alright. And that should allow me to meet up with that track over there, going towards that way. Alright, now we just got to make this fit with that. No problem. So, Kabuki, how many people currently do you guys have in your, like, development team? If you don't mind me asking. 10 or 11? Oh, very nice. I will say this. Like, I think one of the things that's been most, like, obvious for most people that have been playing this has been just how already polished the game is. I mean, let's be real. Yeah, it has some tweaks here and there, but for real, the game is pretty impressive for being as early as it is. Like, you guys have done a hell of a job. So I just want to say that. Like, for real. This game scratches all of the itches that I never knew I needed. Like, I don't know what it is. Alright, so that last jank piece of track needs to go away. And we should be able to connect that relatively smoothly. I lied, it's not smooth at all. Okay. Let's take this back. Maybe we can connect this relatively smoothly. Ah! God, I hate when it does that. So, I'm assuming that the end of the groundwork has some sort of, like, link point for when you're connecting rails. Because I've noticed that be a thing, too. Like, when I connect this, you can see that there's, like, a link point right here. When I don't want that. So, I'm assuming that's a thing that is currently an issue, too. But it's not that big a deal. Once you figure out what's causing it, you just go past it. But I feel like that's pretty solid. It's not the worst corner. Not amazing, but not the worst. Oh, Kabuki, while you're here, hold that thought. We're going to take you down. You already were in my buddy Peak's stream the other day. I don't know if you remember him or not. We're going to back this train up, and we're going to show you the other section that we built to go down to the smeltery. I don't know if you've actually seen that. So, yeah, we're going to do that real quick. because I don't know how long you got, and I don't want you to take off before you see it. We've got one of the greatest views ever, thanks to what Peak decided to put together. And I give Peak all of the credit for this. I helped lay the track afterwards, but I was doing the track down at the smeltery while he was doing the bridge work. We're just going to reverse up the hill a little bit. Also, just in case everything goes horribly wrong, I probably ought to save when I brake to switch here. Alright, let's throw that on. Alright, let's go ahead and throw up a save because we've done a lot of work. And I don't want to lose it like I did last night like a doofus. Got you. Got you. So that's to... I got you. Alright, so now we get to test out this new section. And again, we've already taken the train down this, so we know the train can make it down and back. But I definitely want Kabuki to see this. This is pretty epic. The view that we get from the center of this bridge is unbelievable. I will say this. I do like the name Kitsune, by the way. Kitsune or Kitsune. A friend of mine used to be, I used to have a friend back when I played Call of Duty way back in the day that his name was Crazy Kitsune back in Modern Warfare 2 days. And so I haven't seen too many Kitsunes around. It's just nice to see the name again. King Swag, I'm telling you, dude, you're going to be addicted to this just like everybody else is. Alright, here we go. The beginning of the most epic, ridiculous bridge known to mankind. Alright. One of the more interesting things about this game is watching what other people do to problem solve the exact same problem. Like, everybody comes up with their own way to get through an area, right? And it's really, really interesting to see how they do it. My buddy Pete did this bridge all the way down to the smeltery. And he did it completely different on his level. But we're just going to coast down this just to admire the scenery. I just love the wood bridge, man. I'm not going to lie. The wooden bridges are amazing. But look at this friggin' bridge. You can start to see how it goes. Like, we're going to go around to the left. We're going to snake back on ourselves. And we're going to do that again to come around the other side. I've seen Khan actually started to just go straight down that side. And he made it look really, really nice, too. And he just kind of followed that ridge line all the way down. But I'm telling you, the view once we get down to that like midpoint on that bridge is so ridiculously awesome that I just had to show you. Look at this. Look at this view, man. Let's go ahead and throw the brake on. Look at this view. Like, come on. And you can see the track where we loop back on ourselves. We come all the way down here and loop back. But that view is absolutely ridiculous. And I am thrilled with it. Wait till you get by the coal mine and find the tall waterfall. Oh, we are definitely going to be doing that at some point. We're nowhere near that, but we're definitely going to be doing that. But yeah, like this is amazing. Like, this game looks so freaking good. It has moments that just, like, you stop and you can't help yourself. Yeah, this corner needs some work for sure. Like, this whole corner needs some work. But the bridges are on point. But this is a 3-degree grade, like, the entire way, I think. It'll be interesting to test it with a load. But empty, it seems to climb it no problem. So... And look, the way it comes out, it just kind of reminds me of that moment when you're in a water park or you're coming up to the water park, you're in the parking lot, and you just see all the slides coming around, like, just over the fence or whatever. That's kind of what it reminds me of. All right, let's slow down a bit. There's definitely moments where we kind of brute force this instead of, going with the finesse route. Like right here, we could have taken that corner a little bit wider. But overall, I like this a lot. And it's kind of hard to beat. Kind of hard to beat. Also, the reason we went with steel there is because the wooden bridges didn't touch the ground. Apparently. So he went with the steel bridges. But I still like the look of it, man. It's not bad. Kind of blends in, too. This is another corner that needs to be adjusted. It definitely got a bit of a sharp kink in it. And that derails trains, or at least it did the last time I was down here. So that's why I'm taking it really gingerly. So I feel like the game does pretty well with not losing cars and stuff, as long as you're not, like, flying. I'll go ahead and give you moderator power too. That way I can see your name better when in the future as you come into the stream. If you come back. You might not come back. But yeah, this is my problem-solving ability here. This was a gigantic pain in the neck. But it does work. We've tested it. It actually works. I was told that it wouldn't work. But it actually does work. Also, you got a bit of an issue in front of this platform here that doesn't allow you to link track in front of it. So you got to build that whole section in one piece. You probably already know that, though. Well, I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I love the game. I absolutely love this game. It scratches all the itches I never knew I had. And I've always wanted to play like a train tycoon game, but I've never liked the top-down train tycoons. This is that. This fits perfectly. This is a section that I'm going to have to rework a little bit too, because right here at the end it gets a little too tight and causes some issues with derailing. So I'm going to take it easy and hopefully it doesn't happen. Also going to have to stop and throw the switch. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I figured. It's just, like I said, at the time it was extremely annoying because every time I tried, I was like, I had to find exactly where the issue stopped and where it started so that I could stop right before it. So, like, for me, it was like somewhere in this neighborhood right here was like the furthest back or the furthest up that you could start. So I ended up starting from like here and working in and doing this entire section in one piece. And then it again stops like right here. So it's just a wonky section. It was the first time I encountered that. None of the other industries leading up to this had that issue. But I figured it's something that you guys would be working on. So no biggie. And it's easy enough to work around. At least it's not game breaking. I have a little thing that I say every time I start to get frustrated. I just remind myself that this is early access. I'm like, it's early access, calm down. You'll be fine. Yeah, this is definitely a little too tight. So what I'll end up doing most likely is pulling this switch back further. And that way I don't have to have, yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Rip. Rip, Betsy. So yeah, little wonky right here, but I'll end up pulling this switch back and do it, like putting it back here so that I don't have to have as big a turn. This was all done like over the course of like an hour and a half with Peak. I did this while he did all the bridging. So I think we're just going to walk back. Actually, I think I'll just reload the save. Yeah, crashes are inevitable. Welcome to S&P Mountain Co. I am your engineer speaking. Crashes are a thing. Though the most amazing crash that I ever had, I didn't get on camera. It happened while I was working off camera for 3 hours. Like, I went down a perfectly fine piece of track and absolutely wrecked my locomotive. My locomotive did somersaults about 3,000 feet into the air. It was amazing. I just wish I got it on video, but I didn't. Kabuki, yours is the Fox River. Nice. Gotta love that Kitsune Fox. Gotta love it. All right. The ghost rail bug, yeah. That gets you quite a bit. Okay, so we've got our switch in. So we just need to connect this up. So we might as well do that real quick. Something like that. Oh my God, chat. I actually did something correct for once. Holy mother of God. Write it on the calendar, guys. I actually laid a freaking track that's somewhat straight. That never happens. It never happens. What is this? What is this? This is almost perfect. Somebody call the commissioner. Wow. Holy moly, I'm actually impressed by that. Alright, I'm retiring. See you guys later. I have officially, like, fulfilled my life's goals. Holy crap. That was like the greatest piece of track ever. It's Shaggy. You just rage quit World of Warships? Oh no, that's never fun. Been there, done it. Yeah, it's really funny. It's a funny glitch when it's just the engine going down the track. When you have 10 or 15 cars, not so funny. Especially if you haven't saved in a while. Neriko, careful Neriko. Remember, he's a mod now. He could time you out. Alright, let's get some groundwork in. Alright, so we want to go up. Something like... Wow, we don't want a 3-degree up. We want like a 1-degree up. There we go. That's fair enough. Oh god, I lost it. What kind of music do you like, Kabuki? If you don't mind me asking. One of the things I like to do is talk about music. Or at least start singing. Sometimes I start singing, and then everybody, like, screams and covers their ears. Alright, so we're going to need to go up. That's too far. 1 degree actually looks almost perfect. Alright. Something like that. And then obviously we're going to need to demolish this. And try to get this switch something like that. And then we can pull this back a little bit to here. But before we do that, let's just check and make sure that I've got it aligned somewhat preferably. Okay, this side looks good. This side, definitely going to need another patch of groundwork out wide. All right, rail. Connect you. That actually works. Okay, and then we want to come... It's the best way to do it. Do we just start back here and go forward? The same sort of grade. Like that's probably the best idea. Just kind of, I don't know, start back here. Something like that. Alright. Let's see how much this goes. So if we go here, and then we set this for 30 degrees. We lock that in. There we go. I honestly thought that would be harder than that. That's not bad. I think we could get away with being a little bit more shallow than that. Alright, let's try... Three feet. Let's set it for 20 degrees. Alt. That's more like what I was thinking it was going to be. Alright. So now, we need to get rid of these trees. Come on, where's my space? Where's my space, trees? We got the car wash going again. No space. Space? Nope. That tree's just doing the jig. A little bit of a jitterbug. Get rid of that. Okay. There we go. I'll say today has been a very productive day. I'm not gonna lie. Like, considering how little I was able to do... Well, actually, I ended up doing nothing. I wasted everybody's time last night for like an hour. Hour and a half. Alright. I feel like today we've gotten a lot done, man. It may take me a little while to figure out how to make things work, but by golly, we make it happen. I think I'm just gonna kind of freehand this last section. I think I'm going to freehand this last section, ends up screwing it all up. If it looks as bad as I think it does. I always like to do a big line and then look back afterwards, because I feel like I screwed it up. But I also, like, know that sometimes it looks like you screw it up, and it actually looks okay. Let's just go there. How bad is it? It's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's not bad. All right. Guys, I think we did it. It may have taken me years to figure this out, but I think that we've actually gone and done it. All right, so if this is possible, we should be able to just pop the switch. Hello, there we go. And now this inside rail should work as always, just going around the inside. And then anytime you need to come out with planks and beams or whatever and head that direction, all you got to do is come up here and hit this switch that's right here as you're leaving. So I could see that kind of being an issue. I don't think it will be. You'll just have to plan ahead. If you know you're going down that way, you flip the switch and then you pull forward and load whatever you need to load. And that'll take you off up this direction to then, you know, carry on. I think we did a thing. Exactly, Kabuki. Exactly. I try to get it to just function, and then I try to figure out, you know, the kinks later. Like this. This actually turned out to work, like, surprisingly. I know it's a 40-degree corner. It shouldn't necessarily work. It wouldn't work at any sort of speed, but I think because we used the curve tool to do it, I think it's actually smooth enough that it's not going to be an issue, as long as we take our time. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, not going to lie. Like, you can see the link is not anywhere in the whole, like, stressed area. So I'm pretty happy with that. That one's a little weird, but not bad. Guys, I think that's it. I think we did it. Let's just go ahead and throw some wood in the fire real quick. And we'll do a test run. So we're going to stay on the inside loop here. We've already set that one up. That one's good. Let's go view back a little bit. Take that down. Little bell whistle or a bell action there. This corner looks so much better than it did before. Not gonna lie. Pretty happy with that. It makes me so friggin' happy. Not gonna lie. It may not look the way it did in my head, but by God it works. And that's what matters. That's what matters. Let's get rid of this one chunk that we started to go down this direction. Alright, there we go. I like how I'm worried about that one chunk and I've got this entire area with butt cracks and stuff hanging out. It's just all the thing. But I'm worried about that one chunk that just kind of was a little molehill. All right. So the climax is really slow, and Heisler is fast, but you gotta keep, or is decent, but you gotta keep an eye on the throttle so that you're not slipping the wheels. Nice. But yeah, here's our DRG right here, baby. This thing, like I said, I love this locomotive. It's just a gigantic pain to try to do solo. Especially loading in this area with that grade right there. Like, I actually had to figure out how to get it to hold itself. And it worked out. But we got S&P Mountain Co. right here. Engine number 43. Look at that. Dude, I love the models in this game. Love it. "24 cars up a 4% grade in your Heisler." Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, this thing's a monster. But like I said, the biggest thing with it is you just gotta, like, manage the no brakes. Also, is there any plans for, like, flags, potentially, while I have you here? If there's any chance that we could get, like, flags that or markers of some sort, other than just putting a little piece of track down, like, to help with where we need to stop our locomotive for loading. Like, that would be pretty awesome. Nice. Nice. Yeah, because I was putting track down, but then I realized that I ran into an issue when I was putting the track down, as I kind of screwed everything up. So I had track down both directions, but I've removed that now, so I'll have to redo my track marks. Signs are pending. Awesome. Awesome. Well, Kabuki, I appreciate you dropping by the stream. And chat, I thank everybody else for stopping by. Let me go ahead and save the game real quick. There we go. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call that an episode, guys. Once again, I appreciate everybody sticking with me, even through the mess that was yesterday. But we got her done today, baby. We got her done. So thank you guys all for dropping by. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next video.